Kandy, the lost kingdom of Sri Lanka, comes alive every year with the most spectacular Buddhist pageant of Sri Lanka, if not for the world, the Sri Dalada Perahera. It is the biggest attraction in Kandy, which falls in the month of August, coinciding with the full moon day, which is considered as Esala Perahera. The pageant is a 10-day event which starts with mini processions called Kumbal Perahera, which parades in the first 5 nights. The last night parade, or the Randoli Perahera, is the most colourful and grandest of all, which comprises of Kandyan Sri Lankan traditional dance forms, hundreds of decorated elephants and drummers playing an array of Sri Lankan drums. The Maligava Perahera, or the procession, is followed by the parades of the 4 Devalayas, namely Natha, Vishnu, Katharagama and Pattini, each devoted to the 3 main gods and the goddess Pattini. The parade begins after the special casket of the temple of the Tooth Relic is placed on the main elephant by the Devadana Nilame, who is the authority of the Maligava, or the temple of the Tooth Relic. Whip crackers, who are in the forefront of the parade, not only announce the approach of the procession, but also make way for the Perahera filled with dancers, drummers and elephants. Even though the Perahera is illuminated with decorative lights, it is the traditional torchbearers who bring in real light to this pageant. Likewise, the fire dancers add warmth and vigour to this Perahera. Buddhist flags and also the flags of the provinces of ancient Sri Lanka are carried in the Perahera. The designed bronze flags also add value to the parade while symbolizing the traditional arts and crafts of the Kandyan region. Peramunerala, meaning the first official of the parade, rides on the first elephant. In ancient times, he carried the mandate from the king, giving permission to hold the Perahera. The highlight of the procession is the Maligava tusker, or the elephant of the palace, who gets the opportunity to carry the golden casket with sacred relics. However, this casket does not contain the much venerated tooth relic and is considered as the special casket used for the parade. 2 elephants accompany the Maligava tusker, while a canopy is also held over the tusker. It is also the only elephant who gets to walk on a white cloth or pavada spread in its path as a mark of respect. The Devadane Nilave, or the head of the Kandy Dalada Maligava, walks behind the main tusker of the procession, symbolizing the grandeur of the Kandyan culture and also the richness of our heritage. The Natha Devala is given precedence over the other Devalas because according to tradition, the deity of this Devala is the Buddha to come. Here too, the Basnayaka Nilame, or the head of the Natha Devala, walks in the procession after the main elephant, accompanied by the chief Nilames of other Devalayas outside Kandy. The elephants, decorated in blue, represent the Vishnu Devalaya procession dedicated to God Vishnu. According to history and tradition, God Vishnu is entrusted the protection of Buddhism in Sri Lanka. In this procession too, the Basnayaka Nilame, or the chief, walks accompanied by other Nilames of Pitisara or provincial Devalayas. The Katharagama Esala Perahera, representing God Skanda, is the third in the Devala parade. The decorations and illuminations in red symbolize the power of God Skanda. One of the main features of the Katharagama parade is the Kavadi dancers, dancing to the tunes and rhythms of Nadaswaram and Guttam drums, symbolizing the pilgrims paying respect to God Katharagama. The identity of the Katharagama parade also depicts the religious harmony prevailing in the Perahera. Accompanied by the Basnayaka Nilames of Pitisara Devalayas, the chief of the Katharagama Devalaya walks behind the main elephants. The Pattini Devalaya is the culmination of the Perahera and is headed by its Basnayaka Nilame. This is also the only parade which allows female dancers to perform, making it unique and allowing the beauty of traditional folk dancing to be witnessed by the spectators. long procession ends with the randolis, borne by the tenants of the Dalada Marigava. Randoli literally means Queen's Palanquin. Even though the Perahera ends with the final Randoli procession, the rituals interconnected with the Perahera continues in the Vishnu Devalaya for a few more days. The special ceremony called Valiyak Mangalya is performed to bless the people who participate and work for the entire event. It is also considered as a festival that brings blessings of the gods and good luck to the people who participate at the event. The ladies, who are supposed to have some power of the gods, can be seen getting into a trance and blessing the audience at the same festival. The festival is brought to an end with the water cutting ceremony and the daytime procession the following afternoon. The Sri Dalada Perahera, or the magnificent Buddhist festival, is undoubtedly the most beautiful pageant in Sri Lanka, depicting not only the culture but also the talent of young and adult artists alike.